Hello, hello, everybody. I hope that you are having a great Thursday. Oh my goodness, can you believe that we're almost through another week? We are. We're through another week, and I'm going to tell you, there is so much going on over here with VANNtastic that I'm van stressed. Literally, I'm in over my head, and you guys are going with me, so hold on for the ride. We have the April conference coming up, and I could not be any more excited about it than I am. Why? Why? Because everybody that I talk to on these virtuals, our meetings, our interviews, some really, really good partners are coming, and we are going to get to meet you. And I am always excited to do that. So I hope that you get to join us. We are having that in person and live. Woo! And these things take a lot of work. And guess what? It takes a lot of money, and I don't even care. The idea is to get to meet you face to face, and thank you for supporting me. That's really what we do there is we bring education and a good time so that everybody leaves there knowing that they have had the experience of a lifetime, and that's all that we do during these conferences. So I hope you can join us. You can join us virtually as well. If you would like to join us virtually, maybe you can't come to Myrtle Beach. Now you have access to virtual experience as well. So I hope that you can join us one way or the other. I am excited to share the information with you that we are going to have in this special conference in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, I have so many other things that are going on that are avenues for you to get educated and go deeper into your finances to really understand what velocity banking is and to know how to use it. And thus, that is why I named my new online course VANNtastic Banking, a whole new financial world, because it is. It is. We're not taught this stuff. We're not taught this stuff in school. And the idea is to get you educated so that you're excited about using your money. You're excited to get your paychecks. You're excited to go to work and make money. I'm telling you, they say the more you make, the more you spend. I disagree. I disagree. I don't think the spending is your problem. I think that it is the bank tools that you've been taught to use. I think that it's just sucking the life out of your money, and we want to stop that. We want to stop that. So if you notice, I have a little piece of paper up here. I know, right? I don't even know why I put this up here. I just thought, hey, I'm going to play with a new experience because I usually keep these and I keep notes. If you could see what I see right now, you would think, oh my gosh, she is absolutely crazy. She has got notes everywhere. And not to mention all of the sticky notes hanging all over my computers. So the idea is just to remind me that, hey, guess what? You got a lot going on and you got to keep up with it. So that's why I'm on here today is I wanted to come on actually and talk about the testimonies that I've been getting. Wow. I am literally going to start a new landing page where you can go in and send me a video of your testimony, how you've been doing with velocity banking, or just post it. You don't have to send a video. But the idea is I want to collect these because I am just so excited for you. I'm so excited that you are learning a new way to look at your money and it's getting you excited again. Okay. I got an email this morning. People are so kind. I mean, you can sit and talk about how bad the world is and how bad we've got it and everybody's just mean, but I don't experience that. I experience your all's gracious comments every single day. You're precious. You're precious. And you know what? I just want to push the answers to you. And for you guys who don't know, my book is out. And I'm like, wow, what an experience to write all of this down in a book. I've written all of this down in my online course. Uh, Most of it, I am going to say most of it. I've got to write another book because I have so much more information that I want to throw out there so you guys can sit down and, manually look at what the videos are literally showing you. So I am just here to encourage you and tell you that you are going to get financially free if you are following the velocity banking concept. Whichever strategy you're using, you can break free. And I'm just going to tell you, I was thinking last night, I actually said to my husband, you know, you kind of think that you're just going to be another person that, you go to work, you work your 9 to 5 or whatever your hours are. I personally always worked the graveyard shift. For you new minds out there, that's considered the all night shift. Um, the reason is because I could work the graveyard shift, be home in time to get my kids up and ready for school, take them to school, then I would sleep while they were in school, and then I would pick them up when they got out. I got to spend, 3 or 4 hours with them before I had to get up and go to work and do it all over again. Most of you guys are living that experience. And when I came out of I call it the corporate world. Let's get real. That's too fine of a name for some of these jobs. I was a traveling welder. No, let me go back. I was a traveling welding inspector. Okay. So when I would go to work, you're talking about climbing scaffolding every day. You're talking about being on ladders every day, looking at those welds, looking at those valves, looking at bolts, whatever it is that's going on, maybe a little bit of everything. And I'm not going to say that it wasn't exciting. I mean, I enjoyed what I did, but, and I would go back and do it again tomorrow, don't get me wrong. But you're keeping a schedule, right? And by the time you work your 8 hours or your 12 hours, which is what these welders do, bless you, um, pipe fitters, I'm the Boilermakers, whatever you are. I'm just trying to throw it out there because I've been in the office. I have worked that clerk's position, the secretary, the executive assistant, whatever, but I've also been out in the field. I've also been out with the skilled tradesmen, and wow, everybody works hard. Everybody that's anybody works hard, right? Because we want to make things happen in life for ourselves. We don't want somebody to do it for us, and we know the government's not going to do it for us. So you're a go-getter, right? I was a go-getter. I had mouths to feed. I had bills to pay. But if somebody would have told me when I was in my 20s, hey, you know what? You're going to be able to buy a home. You're going to be able to pay for that home. You're going to be able to buy whatever car you want to buy. You're going to be able to buy your children a car. I know. Some of you guys out there, you may be sitting right now saying, there's no way I can do that. There's no way that I am ever going to be able to pay for my own car, much less one of my kids. And I'm not talking about put it on a payment plan. I'm talking about pay for it. Well, I am living, breathing proof that you can. You can. I did that before VANNtastic. So please don't be sitting there saying, oh, well, she's a YouTuber and she's got over 442,000 subscribers. And of course, she doesn't have to go to work every day. That would be a lie from the devil. I work all day, every day. Ask my poor husband who never gets to see me. But I have worked that 8-hour position, that 12-hour position. VANNtastic has nothing to do with my finances. VANNtastic is just a fruit of what I've been able to accomplish. And if somebody would have told me, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, hey, you're going to be teaching finances and not to the locals here, but to the world, I would have been like, okay, I don't know what drug you're on, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Guess what? That's why I so confidently say you can do this too. I'm encouraging you to get encouraged, to get motivated, and to get excited about your life because you have no idea what the Lord has planned for you if you're not out there getting ready for it. If you are not moving every day like you're looking for opportunity, if you're not every day getting up and going to wherever you have to go in a day and be dressed for success. And, I used to think, what does that even mean? Or that sounds really stupid. No, 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 no. Be an excellent person. And I have so many fails, right? I have so much I could improve on. Like this hair that I'm trying to grow out that I'm thinking I'm just going to go get it cut because I can't take this anymore, but I'm hanging in there. I am going to go get it cut. Be patient with me. But the idea is that you have to get up and get moving, keep getting educated, keep showing up. And in the previous videos I have talked about, write it down. Write it down. What do you want to accomplish? What is your dream? And don't feel silly writing it down. I don't care how crazy it is. Write it down. Because when we're writing things down that we want to accomplish, that puts it out there. I don't know how. I think I feel like that the Lord leads me to things because there's no way from where I came from to where I am now, there's no way. I mean, no humanly possible way that I accomplished any of this. I am literally just like you, just getting up, going to work, making it happen. And VANNtastic, Velocity Banking, made the total difference for my finances. Now, I was looking at that. I was, I look back at my life every single day, I think. And I think I tried to see where all of this came from so that I can talk to you about, well, this is how I made it happen. This is where I started. And when I go all the way back, and that's going to be in my next book, I'm going to be talking about life and how it unfolded for me and how VANNtastic started and what that looked like from my point of view. But when I go all the way back and I'm thinking, where did the change occur? And I look at the journals and I'm like, I was struggling through, just crazy times. Those pits that you think you'll never come out of. I personally know somebody right now that sent me a message this morning and said, I have so screwed up my life. I have made one bad decision after another, and I'm never going to dig my way out of this. Well, you guys know how I think. I start throwing, no, I've been there. You're going to come out just fine. You're going to come out smelling like a rose, but you have to keep moving. You don't just lay down and give up. You keep moving. I don't care if you're in a bad marriage. I don't care if you're going through a bad divorce. I don't care what's happening. Keep moving. That's so important, because a weak-minded person only lays down and says, I'm not doing it. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm done. This is too hard. No, this is life. This is life. Welcome. Now get up and do it, because you're not going to lay down. You're going to get out of this, whatever that situation is. And it's the same thing I told that person this morning. And of course, you know me, I threw some Bible verses over there because I have to stay encouraged in the Lord, and I want to encourage you in the Lord. Because my Jesus said, I came to give you life and life more abundantly. I don't hear poor in that. I don't hear the word poverty. Do you? No. Abundance means more than enough. My God is more than enough. And you have access to him just like I do. So I don't want you to be discouraged. I want you to breathe. Whatever your situation is, look around and look for that way out, because it's right in front of you. You just don't see it because you're stuck up against the tree. You can't see the forest of answers right in front of you. I know they're there. I want you to get excited. I want you to ask. Ask for what you want. Write it down. And then when you've got your clothes on and you're spiffy, your hair's fixed, get out there and walk like you have purpose. I told my husband yesterday, I said, I want to leave everything, every room I walk into, I want to leave it better than the way I found it. That's what I'm talking about with the excellence. I walk into a public bathroom and wow, they can just be a mess sometimes, can't they? Yeah. So I'll walk into the bathroom and there'll be somebody, I'm going to say the word slob here, or maybe a child has been in there by itself, bless them. And I'll see, tissue paper laying in the floor. And I always clean it up before I walk out. Call me a freak. But I just try to look for ways that are, going to make whatever I'm using that's not mine, I want to return it better than the way I got it or the way I walked into it. And no, I don't take, like Clorox and start cleaning the toilets and the sinks, but I'm just saying, try to pick up your game a little bit, Try to make somebody else's day a little bit better. Be looking out here around you for what you could be doing. Don't just be looking on the inside. Our purpose on this earth is to serve others. And some people are like, well, everybody's scum. I don't want to serve anybody. Nobody's ever done anything good for me. How many times have I heard that? Do unto others as you would have done to you, because guess what? It's coming right back to you. So however you want to be treated, treat people that way. Sounds like a pretty easy solution, but wow, until you know that, you don't know that. We're not doormats. We're not uh, weak. We're humble and submissive because we want to be. That's power. You get the power. You do good for others just because that's the nature you're going to take on. You show others how to use their money, like this channel shows you. And you know what? If they want to follow it, yay. If they don't, then I don't care. Stay poor. Stay broke. We're not here to convince people of anything. I'm not here to convince you, oh, yeah, you need to do this, this, and this. No, these are options. You can choose to do it. You can choose to use a strategy, or you can choose to turn off the channel. I'm not mad at you. I want you to be happy. And I know that when I got my finances in order, guess what? I got super happy with going to work because now I have a plan. I'm not getting paid on Friday, and then by Monday morning, it's gone. And I'm like, okay, what happened? Okay. So I want to read a couple of the testimonies, and let me see where I put them. Okay, because I do keep record of you guys that are sending me stuff. Let me see what the couple was yesterday. I have a testimony that I would like to share. When I discovered Velocity Banking, I shared it with my daughter, and right away she started putting her income into a few of her credit cards and then uses the credit cards for her expenses. And in about 3 months, her credit score has gone up 80 points. So Velocity Banking works for that as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. The credit scores have to go up because you're bringing your balances down. You're using that line of credit like they want you to use it. Okay. This isn't like illegal or something that people don't do. This channel is teaching you how to use your money, how to use the bank to serve you. That's all. It's just so exciting. I mean, it's just so exciting to know, oh my gosh, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about making payments. I don't have to worry about, my check being sucked up in interest because I've learned a new way. You've learned it. It's here. Okay. Let's look at another one. I saying congratulations because of the new book that came out. Congratulations. I know you opened my eyes to how I could become debt free. Just got my first position HELOC and will be debt free in a few years instead of decades. So excited so excited. I am literally going to start interviewing you guys on the channel because I want people to see that people are getting free to encourage them to keep moving forward. The idea, again, is to meet you right where you're at, and to show you what options that you have. Okay? So I'm also working on a workbook right now. And the reason is because I want you to be able to sit down with the workbook and go through what's going on in your own finances. Okay? I'm trying to really push. I haven't done this in 3 years. I haven't written the book up until, that's just now getting ready to release, and it may be on Amazon already. So You all have been asking me for the books. You've been asking me for the online courses, and they're here now. And I'm so thankful that I finally sit down and did that. Uh, it's kind of crazy when you first get started in the YouTube world. And it takes some time to settle down and take some time to start writing out these things because it takes a lot of work. I am not joking about the online course. I'm not joking about the book. That's not something that I just threw together. That took a lot of work to sit down and to write this stuff out in plain English, elementary as I could make it, so that if you choose to go with the online course, if you choose to read the book, if you choose to attend the conferences, whatever, you're going to be able to really see it in an elementary way that you understand exactly what you're doing. Okay, so the online course has the examples. It shows you scenarios. The book is stuffed with information. A little bit about my life, how I got started there, the actual self-study books that I started with, so that, and I think I even put the links in there to them so that you can go straight to the books that I use for self-improvement. And wow, what a difference. Is that all it takes? Sure. Sure. You can only believe as much as your mind is believing for. I mean, you're not going to come up above what you think. As a man thinks, so is he. That's in the Bible. As a man thinks, so is he. So how are you thinking about yourself? How are you thinking about your finances and the world around you? Because whatever you're thinking, you're getting. That's totally, I'm sure, scientific. Because I know of so many people personally that they stepped up their game with writing out what they wanted to see, and it comes. It comes. You have to have a vision for your life. You can't just, stumble around in it and think that everything's just going to unfold one day and, everything's going to be roses. Promise me. Promise me? I promise you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm hanging out there somewhere. If you get to work on yourself, you're going to see those improvements that you're looking for. It's all about you. So you make it happen. Okay? You make it happen. All right, so let's read some of your comments here for a second. Hello, hello. Thank you so much, 2460 Joel. Thank you. Christy, I started watching your videos about a month ago. I have since gotten a small HELOC and about to fund my first specifically designed. Oh, yay! So you're going into the infinite banking concept. Great. Chris Nagel's team is the best I know of. So I am so happy for you. I am so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, the earrings, my daughter said, okay, you're wearing sunflowers today. And I'm like, yes, because it's spring. The April conference is coming, and I couldn't be any more excited about that. So yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot to look forward to. It's going to be a very fun month. April is, because we're having the 4 weeks. I can't even believe that I scheduled a 4-week master class on top of this 2-day conference in another state and released the online course and the book all in March. See, I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know where that came from. It was just like The time is now. It's going to go out in March. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's just crazy what you can create in your world if you're writing it down. I could literally, I don't have my journal down here that I'm currently writing in, but I could go up and get that journal and I could read to you before the book or the course was accomplished. I could read to you that this is what I want to accomplish in 2026. So when you take all of the information, you put it all together, yeah, you're talking about March being the month for release. And that's like so unbelievable to me. You would not believe. Oh my gosh. And I'm not going to say any names, but I went and bought the $8,000 course that teaches you how to put your course together. What a joke. People, please don't go out and do stupid like that. I just wish that I could go back and correct all of the stupid mistakes that I've made because I did not need an $8,000 course. I still to this day have not understood what any of that meant about all of these million steps that you have to go through to write a course. So that's why I kept putting it off for 3 years because I was like, I don't have time for that. You know, I got this course 2.5 years ago to teach me how to set up an online course. And all it was about was selling to the people. And, you know, I had to start the course at $2,000. And I'm like, okay, I wish I'd known that before I bought to the course that teaches me how to write a course because I guarantee I can teach you how to write an online course right now. And if you have your information together, you could have it done by the end of March. It does not take 25 or 30 steps to create an online course. So if you have information that you need to share with the world, then sit down and do your course and please do not pay somebody. And they don't even do it for you. That was $8,000 just for them to tell me all of this marketing crap. I don't need the marketing stuff. I don't need to okay, how much do you think that you should pay for this course? Because I'm starting it at $2,000 because you know what? Well, I don't know. You're wanting to know how to get your money back. And so I'm going to take $2,000 of that, maybe more, just so you can know how to use your money. That makes you want to scratch your head, doesn't it? Because you're like, why does everything have to be so difficult? Why can't it just be black and white? This is not a course that's going to teach you how to set up a course. This is a course that's going to teach you how to push sales on people. And I'm not into sales. Okay? I'm not a salesman. I've never been one. And the partners that I work with, when we have meetings, we don't sell. These are options to help people. These are options to show people so that they will know what their options are financially. Then if you choose to go buy into something, if you choose to do whatever, I don't know, but it's a choice. And I'm not pushing it one way or the other. I'm showing you options that you have. The videos are free. Go watch them. They're free. They tell you everything you need to know. You don't have to buy an in-person conference ticket. You don't have to buy a virtual conference ticket. You don't have to buy the online workbook. You don't have to buy the book. You don't even have to pay for the 4 weeks coming up in April. the videos. That's how I learned. That's how I did it. Get excited. There's nobody trying to take your money here. Me, want to get you the answers to help get you turned around and started. Okay? So that's what I love. I love that. I love you all having options to, go deeper if you'd like to. But the channel teaches you everything you need to know. There's over 2,000 videos on this channel that are free that you can go watch and get the information that you need. Okay? So take a deep breath and breathe and get excited because I know you can do this. I'm so excited for you, for myself. There's so much going on. It's just an exciting time. Let's see. Oh yeah, I worked at night. I'm a night person because I wanted to take care of my kids during the day. So I worked the night shift. Hey, Christy, just bought a house, used MoneyMax, and it's saving $362,000 and cut the time in half. Wow. I don't understand how it does it. I'm surprised the banks let you bypass interest payments. Well, if you know how the system works, I mean, let's think about it. If you know how the system works and you buy a home and you pay that off in 7 years, well, guess what you're going to do? And they know this. For the people that are good with their money, they know your next steps. They've been studying this for hundreds of years. They know you're going to buy more property. They know that you're going to buy into investments. They know that you're going to go into the stock market. If you have money to do it, you're going to keep spending money because you're going to keep growing. The banks aren't mad at us for using this. They win either way. So never, ever, never, ever think that there's going to be a bank get mad at you. Now, of course, you're not just going to walk in and try to tell some loan officer or some representative of the bank, okay, so I'm going to take my money and I'm going to, I'm going to put it here and then I'm going to pull out of here and then I'm going to put this back in. No. This is your plan, your strategy. You don't need to discuss it with anybody. You're going to win. And that's all you need to focus on is winning. Okay. I did 12 hours. Hey, it was so much fun. I really did like the 12 hours brings more money. At least it did in my line of work. So I'd work 7 12s. That was fun. Very exhausting, but I love my job. I am excited about what the Lord is doing in my life. I'm so excited for you, Donna. Thank you for sharing that. Just close on the first lien HELOC. Way to go, Village. Way to go, Village. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Let's see. Let me go on down and grab some more. Life is like a box of karma. You always know what you're going to get, so be nice to others. Mr. Money, that is so right. Life is like a box of karma. I call it, the Lord's watching us and he wants us to be good to people. And that goes with your giving. Remember, I have talked so many times in the video, your giving is so important. The more you give, the more you receive. Believe that or not. I don't care if you believe it. I've seen it work in my life. So I know that it works. And so whatever you're putting out there, good or bad, guess what? You're going to get to see it again real soon. So like Mr. Money said, be careful, right? Thank you so much, Robin Cox. I appreciate that. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. VANNtastic banking, you know it. Okay, my husband and I are using this idea from you. I don't fully understand it, but my daughter is interested. She rents in California, small income, no spouse or kid. Where does she start? Right where she's at. Tell her to watch videos, 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 and she's going to get so many ideas. I'm telling you. My kids are actually one's using the MoneyMax. She absolutely loves the MoneyMax. The other one is learning the velocity banking. So it just depends, you know. The concept is taught. No, it's not. It's taught, but if you don't catch it, so they say it's caught, not taught. And that's so true. Because if you're not receptive, then you're not going to understand it, nor are you going to want to understand it. I've had people, oh my gosh, hundreds, maybe thousands of comments where people said, I've seen this video over and over again, but it finally clicked. And that's the way it does. This is a whole new concept. My book will be in audio form soon. Right now, it's only in paperback. Let's see. Okay. What's happening? What's happening? It won't let me move. Why won't it let me move? Okay. Trying to look at some of these comments. Okay. It's not letting me look at comments. Why is it doing this? Okay. Let's act like that we're not having trouble. Oh, there we go. Yep. Everything I've done so far has been from the free YouTube info. It's life-changing. And thank you for sharing that. That's why I avoid gurus selling a course. Wow, it's so aggravating. That is so aggravating. I am becoming my own bank. Good for you. The saddest thing I've come to realize is that people doing velocity banking understand and know more about the bank products than the people working at the bank. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know, I can't tell you how many bankers that have come to me, loan officers that are senior loan officers and have been for 40 years. And they're coming to talk about how they're going to be able to retire. And I'm like, you have been sitting in a bank for 40 years and you're in a mortgage, you're in car loans, and you don't even have a line of credit. Guys, if that doesn't tell you, this is not taught anywhere. You've got a few YouTubers out here that have really tried to get the message out as well. And that's it. That's it. And it's sad. It's sad because you're in a cycle. You're in a cycle. I even know businesses that are in these high interest loans, and I'm talking are paying $30,000 to $50,000 per week. Per week. At 38% interest. That's breaking small businesses. Why? Because they weren't taught even business finance. Isn't that amazing? Wow. So excited that as of today, we have paid off $40,000 since January of 2025. We'll have paid off 3 rental properties and debt-free in 6.7 years. They are using the MoneyMax. That is awesome news. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love it. I love those testimonies. That's why I'm setting up a landing page as we speak. I don't think it's ready yet. Let me look because I did get a text just a second ago. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, No, that's the 4-week masterclass and online course access. Yes. Okay. So yes, the 4-week Saturday masterclass, that is going to be April the 4th is the first class. That does include access to, and I'm putting that in here so I don't forget, that is giving you access to the online course as well. Okay, so if you join the Saturday class starting April the 4th, then you are going to be able to have access to the online course. Why? Because that's what we're going to be going over, is the online course through that 4 weeks. So that way you can ask some questions, get some answers in your own situation while we're breaking down that workbook in detail. Okay, so I will put that link in here if you all want to join that 4-week class. I can't believe, like I said, I can't even believe that I did that because I've got so much going on in April that it's a little bit overwhelming, but it's okay. We can do this. We can do this. Help! Somebody just sent me a help email. So let me see. Why didn't that? There it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this link into the chat here if you all want to look at the 4-week. That does give you access to the online course for free. Okay. All right. So that is in here. MoneyMax. MoneyMax is a software that doesn't matter if you have a line of credit or if you do. If you don't, doesn't matter if you have a line of credit or not. Let's say it that way. You will still be able to get out of debt if you have $1 of cash flow. It's an amazing system. There's nothing like that in the world that I am aware of. And I was not even aware of that until about 2.5 years ago. So it's kind of not out there as well. So, check it out. If you want to, I'll put the link for you to reach out if you want to learn more. I think I just did a video. It was a live stream with Emily on, it was probably my last live stream where we were talking about the MoneyMax. So go check that out and that'll give you the information that you need. It also comes with a free personal analysis so that you can learn how it's going to work for you exactly or not. Okay. Hello, Christy. Been a student of yours since October of 24. This system has completely changed my life and my family's life. I've paid off 3 car loans and credit cards. Credit score is over 800 due to Velocity Banking. Thank you so much for sharing that. I feel like that people need to be encouraged and you just did it. So thank you so much for sharing that information. I'm so happy for you. I want to run around the room right now because it just fills me with joy to know that people are winning all because they just learned how to use their money differently. That's all that we're doing here. I taught my VANNtastic banking, or your fiance, I'm sorry. I taught my fiance VANNtastic banking, and she now has a 736 FICO and $8,000 credit line coming from no credit and a 550 credit score. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. So happy for your fiance. So happy that you guys are getting some answers. That's so exciting. Bless you. Thank you. I'm getting your book for her too. She's a reader. Bless you, dear. You've indeed changed our lives. I think I'm just going to bawl my eyeballs out. That's just so wonderful. It's just so wonderful. And it's not me. It's my pleasure. It's not me. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that He gave us the wisdom to know what's going on, that we feel like we're broke all the time. That's just beautiful. I want to show you all this. So this is, we are giving away a bunch at the conference that's coming up in April in Myrtle Beach. And we have these, I don't know if you all can even see it. Can you see that? It says VANNtastic, and it shows you smashing the bank. Isn't that awesome? It's so fun. That is just so fun. All right, guys, if you haven't already, you need to get your Cast Your Care on your computer screen, in front of your face, on your refrigerator, wherever, your mirror. And when you start worrying about your money, Cast Your Care. Worrying about your money is not going to fix it, okay? Getting answers is going to fix it. So I keep this right here. This has been with me since I first started working on my finances when I was about, I don't know, 37, 36. And I would go look at my bank online, kind of about when I started using a computer, but every day I would go check that stupid bank account and stress myself out because I knew that I didn't have the money to either make a payment that was due, and I'm talking 30 days, not just on the due date. I also knew that things were going to be coming into the checking account to be paid, and I didn't have the money to put in there. Very stressful, very stressful. And when I first started working on my finances, I put Cast Your Care because He cares for you. And anytime I would go to the computer to pull up my account, I was like, no, nope. It'll be in there. Not worried about it. I'm so excited, Stephen. I can't wait to see you either. Thank you so much, KM. This is literally like springy, and I thought, okay, this is cute. Thank you. I don't know. I think the lady at the store, I tell you guys, I shop at Cato's, and I think that I was checking out, and she said, I can just see you wearing this. And I was like, that looks kind of gaudy. But then I get here and I put it on today, and I'm like, well, that is so cute. So thank you so much for that. Your scripture for your busy April, Christy, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yes. Yes. But, and I'm trying to tell you guys where I started so that you'll get a sense of, okay, I'm just going to follow suit here, and I am going to let this work out. So I already showed you the Cast My Care, or Cast Your Care. I would cast my care, you cast your care, for He cares for you. And then, wow, I would get so filled with inspiration that I would walk around the house and I would declare, my God supplies all of my needs according to His riches and glory through Jesus Christ, every day, over and over and over. You declare that too. I don't care what's, my car had just been repossessed. I know. And you're like, okay, this ain't working. No, I rebuke that. It's working. You hang in there. My God supplies all of my needs according to His riches and glory, not yours. I don't care if you're living in a ditch right now. It's about His riches. It's about obedience to Him. My God supplies all of my needs according to His riches and glory through Jesus Christ. Repeat that to yourself. Repeat that out loud. I know my kids know it. I know my husband knows it because I still say it. If you all have not heard that song, I don't know what the name of it is, but it says, my God is enough. He supplies all of my needs. He's my El Shaddai. Yeah. He gives me what I need. And you know what? He says that he'll give the righteous the desires of their heart. I know a lot of churches out there, they just like, can't help it. It's scripture. I'm going to go with it. How about you? I believe it. How about you? My book is, I know I have a link for the book. Let me see. Where's the book? New VANNtastic book. Okay. All right. I will put that in the chat for the book. And I'm not capitalizing, so nobody say, oh my gosh, she doesn't know how to write, because I kind of do. I do have an elementary education. Not really, but kind of. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. How can we get your book? I put that link in there. It is just now coming out on Amazon too. I believe it's been released. If you buy it through that link that I put in the chat, you'll have to wait on it because I have to get them here and then get them mailed out. Okay. So there might be I think that I have it's been on pre-order, and I have told people that I will have them back out to you by May 1st, because I got to get some time to get through the conference here, right? They will be at the conference too. So if you are going to be coming to the conference, you can pick up your book there. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm not even sure I'm remembering everything. You're welcome, Josh. You're welcome. Also, hi, Alf. Hello. I'm going to put the link to the virtual. So if you cannot attend the conference in person, then you'll be able to attend the virtual online. You can watch it there, and it's going to be VANNtastic. So I'm going to pull that up so I can get that link. And then if you want to join virtually, you absolutely can. Man, we have so much. It's going to be so exciting. This conference is going to be, I know, it's going to be better than the last one because we're stuffing it full. We have some things that I don't even know about yet, I've heard, that are surprises. We're going to have giveaways. I'm going to give cash giveaways there. It's just going to be exciting. And we have the VIP. I think the VIP dinner is sold out, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure in our team meeting this morning, they said that the VIP dinners were sold out. So that's going to be an awesome, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm so excited. Okay, good. Okay, good, Josh. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, now I'm putting virtual, so you can watch this conference online, and I'm putting that link here as well. All right, but I hope you can come because we're going to have a good time. We're having a good time. It's planned. It's exciting. That's why there's so much going on. Thank goodness my conference director is on her game, and she's really made everything super special. And you know, the reception night, which is Thursday night, the 16th of April, 6 to 8 p.m., there's a Hollywood reception party. And I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to look like or what I'm going to dress like. Somebody on the last live stream said you should come as Tanya Tucker, and I actually sang a part of Tanya Tucker's song. So if you want to watch that, you'll have to go back and watch that live stream, because there's no way that I'm going to be doing that again. I think we all laughed until we about died during that live stream because it was super hilarious, and I don't even know where that came from. But yeah, we have we have a good time over here. So I hope you guys are having a good time. So I think I will jump off of here. I just wanted to come in and encourage you and let you know that you're going to do this, whether you watch videos, have the online course directly in front of you, get the book, whatever. You don't have to pay a dime. Just watch the videos. They teach you everything that you need to know. Can you go over what the Saturday class will cover? The online course. Okay. VANNtastic Banking, a whole new world. That course. So we're going to go over the sections and the lessons in that course, everything. We're going to talk about velocity banking strategies, credit cards, mortgages, the amortization schedule, the debt blaster. We're going to have somebody come in and speak on the debt blaster one day. Probably a MoneyMax representative will come in and go over. So everything that's in the course is going to be talked about in that 4 weeks. Okay. Definitely you give Tanya vibes, but I like you better. I appreciate that, I think. Okay, I think. Yeah, I wasn't into country music, and I know I just came from Nashville, just got back yesterday. That is a very worldly place, if you know what I mean. And I am not a country music fan. I liked a little bit of Reba, but if I'm anything, I'm 80s all the way, and the 80s hair bands, right? So yeah, that was kind of my genre of music that I liked. And the country, I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, right? My husband, he likes a little bit of it all. I don't know why. So when we were in Nashville, you would think, oh, it's all country music. No, it's not. It's not. It's very much a lot of 80s going on there. I was super surprised about that. Super surprised. I was also surprised at how rough the crowd is. So if you go to Nashville, don't expect to be walking into a Christian environment in every area you go to. That kind of shocked me because I wasn't expecting that. Has a lot to look at. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of people down there, over there, wherever it is. But it's not all country. It's not all country. I love country music, but adore 80s too. Saw Guns N' Roses 3 times lately. I am an 80s lady too. I went to see Guns N' Roses last year. It was kind of like, I don't know, Axl Rose might have some hip problems and he can't be doing those kicks that he used to do back in the 80s. So it was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah. So yeah. I'm still crazy in a lot of ways. So expect me to be crazy at the conference. I'm not there to impress. I'm there to have a good time, and I'm there to make sure that you guys have a good time. Okay. Deep in faith, good for you. I shine my light and hopefully give hope to others. You do this too, but in a more impactful way. Well done. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you. And there I was just talking about Guns N' Roses. I do it for the experience. I think that, I'm not involved in anything that I'm ashamed of, so I'm not worried about watching a band here and there. And I did that in Nashville some because I was so surprised how good those bands were there. And I was so surprised that every single place you walk by has a different band in there. I thought that was insane how many bands that they have, and you can hear them all as you walk by the street. And you would think that would be like blaring and you couldn't hear, but you can. I don't even, what a great setup, right? Because they're like, okay, yeah, walk by this one and you're going to get some country. Walk by this one and you're going to get, Bon Jovi. It was just so weird. That was pretty neat. I noticed acceleration issues too. Yeah, me and my husband were like, okay. I tell you, one that is just as good as they were in the 80s is Journey. No, Foreigner. Foreigner. They came to my town last year, and just like the 80s. I don't even know how they do that because they're older than I am. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just on the iPhone. Okay, I don't know what that means. No audio on TV, just on the iPhone. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here, let you guys go about your day. Watch videos. Watch videos. You can learn every single thing you want to know about your money, from getting out of debt to saving the money and letting it grow. Okay, the information's there. I hope you're enjoying it. I know a lot of you guys are letting me know you are. I appreciate that so much. And you know what? It's going to be fantastic. So hold on, be excited, and let's get to work and start using our money in a way that is going to serve us instead of serving the banks. And maybe next time I'll use this here piece of paper because